Hello everyone, it's World Warrior FGC back today with another video based around whiff punishing. So this is something that's quite important in your play, and at times it can basically get you the win in the match, or you can just lay down a stylish ass whipping on your opponent. So let's get right into it. Right, so whiff punishing is basically punishing your opponent on a whiffed move or special, or even like for example a critical art, and you're punishing their whiffed move with your own normal specials or critical art, and you're out poking them essentially. So let's look at a couple of things to get you started in whiff punishing. Okay, so a good place to start would be choosing a character who gives you a lot of trouble. So if he has long range pokes and you're finding it quite difficult to try and get in, like for example you have Vega's standing hard punch, you can see he's got a pretty decent kind of range there, but that doesn't mean you can't do anything about it, because Ryu, like Ken, can punish him from nearly full screen. Only Ryu doesn't even need meter to do it. And with Ryu it hits us slightly better because you can just get a full critical art cancel from near full screen. So that's just one example of what you can do with this kind of poke. Right, so we can now try it with a different character. Now, one of my little secrets is essentially when I'm whiff punishing, what I'm doing is I'm doing what I personally call shimmy movements. I'm kind of walking back and forward, but when I'm going for the actual whiff punish, I'm walking a little bit in, that very last kind of moment before I do my whiff punish. So that kind of brings me in closer a little bit, and sometimes I can get a much bigger conversion. So I'm always kind of walking in a little bit and then doing the actual whiff punish. Okay, so I'll show you what I mean in terms of when I said that I walk in. See what I mean there? Before that hard kick, I walked in and then done the hard kick. Walked in. Okay, that time I was kind of in the proximity block. So that time now, if I'd done that at max range, I wouldn't have been able to get the light kick into the Tatsu. So this is what I mean, walk forward and then do the whiff punish. Okay, so I just displayed the effectiveness of doing that last kind of moment walk before you press your button for the whiff punish. So lab various kind of characters. Now these kind of slower normals are always a good place to start because they help you grow accustomed to whiff punishing. So you can start with basic stuff. You can do various things, you know, whether it's a V trigger cancel, or just stuff like this. Mess around. I mean, leave all the more kind of advanced stuff till a bit later on, but begin with this kind of stuff just so you can get used to it. Okay, so it's a common one used by guild players, so you can just kind of mess around and see what kind of whiff punishes you can get for it. So like I said guys, lab up multiple characters who give you trouble, and you'll be quite surprised of how much of an easier time that you're going to have against these pokes and moves. So that brings us to the end of another video guys. So again, thank you very much for tuning in. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next volume. Take care.